Hello dreamers. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. If you're interested in any of my art, thank you. Please be sure to go over to my Etsy shop. That is located underneath my About tab. Let me turn some light on you all, because you would think the natural lighting would do it for me, but it really is not. So, hope everyone is having a good holiday. Everybody is having a good holiday. Hope everybody is staying safe. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. All right. Hope everyone is safe out there. Let me tell you, you guys, when I was channeling my energy, listening to the ancestors speak about this message, you know, when you read a book or excuse me, you come across the title of a book that is so interesting, it makes you read the back of the book almost like a teaser. That's what I'm feeling. And so far, with what I'm reading, with what I'm channeling, with what is seeming to manifest, a lot of progress that you have made is about to pay off. Something made you stronger. There was a purpose in the storm. There's some type of abandonment that was an investment to who you are now to help you focus and channel what is needed and required from you to be able to break a cycle and to move forth. So I definitely want to see what is going on with everybody, because when I tell you the download was so juicy, typically I have music in the background just for me, just to have some type of noise in the atmosphere. But this time around, it was so quiet in this house. It was so peaceful in this office. Like, I cannot describe to you all of what came to me. But the downloads that I got that were the most important, that ancestors was trying to tell me to make sure I got out, was that a lot of abandonment you may have felt in the past is going to definitely be an investment towards your future. You have to understand that within rainy days, when the sun comes out, that season passes away, you have a lot of grass that has grown. And with grass, you're able to do many things. You can sit there, you can look at it, or you can try to figure out how you can multiply it. And typically with life lessons, rain typically multiplies our crops, because though it may hurt, it's building you. In order for you to know what it feels like to be solid, certain parts of us have to be fractured for us to learn how to maneuver with them again. And I feel like a lot of people had a lot of fractured bones. They've had a lot of fractured feelings. They've had a lot of fractured perspectives. But what they've gone through is what's helped seal, not only just seal back and help them become one again. The whole lesson of learning from a different perspective and direction, it's going to be what ultimately heals you. Because, you know, when we go through things, we don't think the same after we've gone through something that's been traumatizing. We don't. Either we think for the better or we think for the worse. Depending on which one you go with, one of those is going to keep you in a place where you're going to be stagnant. I don't feel that energy of someone being stagnant in the investments that life have afforded you. At this point, you're so focused on what it is that you're trying to make of yourself and focus for yourself and get out of what you've gone through for yourself. You don't see anything coming towards you but success, and you rightfully should. You rightfully should. So we're going to start out with a millennial card, see what is going on, and we're going to hop into a couple channel thoughts messages, and then we're going to close out with my angel oracle deck and my affirmations deck. And I got a little treat for y'all. I'm actually playing around with my, what's the name of the book? True Heart Intuitive Tarot. Oh my goodness. Like, anyone who's starting out with cards or whatever, I definitely recommend that deck, because it comes with the book as well, the guidebook. And It's really, really, it's very, very insightful. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. I'm weak. I'm weak with someone just has that feeling of just like their shoulders are back, bitch. It's just a huge confidence energy going on here. Huge confidence energy. The yoga instructor. Flexible, spiritual, but not religious, and vegan. Namaste, you tofu spirit. You strive to become centered in this new age of certified lotus posing warriors, energy healers, and gamified meditation techniques. What are the traditions you are neglecting to consider? Interesting. All right. Has a huge Hierophant energy to it. It's kind of calming at the same time. Someone is free-spirited. That can happen to us when we've gone through trials and tribulations where, we feel as if like we feel better if we don't concentrate on the hurt as much. When we concentrate on the hurt more than we concentrate on moving on, that's what helps us dig our ditch into staying in the same spot. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. We can put ourselves in an emotional ditch before we actually put ourselves physically in an emotional ditch. Think about that. Think about that. It can happen to anybody. So don't feel as if it's just so happens to go for a certain caliber of people. But nonetheless, if you look at this, someone that's free-spirited, they game for any and everything. They're going to stretch. They're going to make sure their muscles are loose for anything. When there's leniency in what you're learning, you won't be so hard on yourself. Understand, it's okay for you to mess up the first time. I feel like a lot of people messed up maybe a couple times, and this is where this confident energy is coming from. Because it's like, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's like, no, I will not go back. No, I won't do the same things. No, I won't accept the same things. I'm done. Point blank, period. And when you close that door of things in the past, it gives you time to think moving forward. What could you occupy your time with and what you can do with it? So there's a creative, there's a creative infusion in this confident energy that I'm feeling. What's this? Responsibility versus priority. Interesting. I think that can also be a thing of life lessons. It's like, look, what is your responsibility every day to yourself? Get up and make sure you do the best that you can. Okay, well, what's the priority? Making sure that you pay the IRS. It's just like you've learned the seriousness of when life sits down at your table. You're at a place where, military wise, you stand up when the lieutenant and sergeant come into the room. Well, you like that when it comes to life. And it's not because you're being defensive. It's because you have a respect for it, for what it took you through, what it brought you through, and what it lets you see even throughout the fact of you've had some messy fucking storms. I see that. You've had some messy fucking storms. I see an ocean being on fire versus it having very high tide waves. I see people trying to get off a boat before they lead into a disaster. They see it coming, but they're so frantic of if they were to jump out the boat and try to figure out how to save themselves, would they die in the process? It's crazy. You've been through some shit. You've been through some shit. Ooh, volunteer. Interesting. A lot of free spirits are seemingly I was gonna say volunteerist, but they're voluntary of their time. They don't have anything holding them down. Maybe that's the thing that you've learned is maybe it's not so important for you to understand other people's point of view of who you are, because that means you'll be living to their expectations, especially if you like what you hear. So at some point, when are you going to understand, like, when you grab your own balls, you cough. No one else in the room does. You don't feel no one else's vibration when that happens but yours. One attacked life, the other complained. I can absolutely see. Like, when I feel like this, I just feel like this Hierophant energy. Let me see something really quick. Let me pull this up. I'm going to try to pull this up really, really quick, because I don't want my camera to go out. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. Let me know what resonates, so that way we can talk about it. I was about to say talk about it, but we can still talk about it. I'm trying to look it up really quick for you guys. Let's see. I will say the one thing I wish they did have was an index in this, so that way it'd be a little bit easier for me. But it's okay. Let's see what it says here, shall we? Ooh, we shall. But I love this deck. This deck is so beautiful. When I tell you about it, you're going to be like, what? I should have got this deck sooner. But, you know, you have to pay attention to what it is that the energies want you to do. Otherwise, it's not going to work for you. Let me see. I hope I didn't pass it. Oh, I didn't pass it. Okay, so again, like I said, the Hierophant energy is someone that has a spiritual authority. They're interested in commitments, and they're associated with corporate structures. Let me move to see what this means. The Hierophant's rules and guidelines can either give structure or make you feel chained. Let's see. I'm just skimming through it, you guys, because I can pretty much tell you that I definitely feel the energy of someone being free-forming and someone being free-spirited. At the same time, there can be a structure there that can help people stay on the straight and narrow. So let's just do that. Bad shit that happens to you does that too. So we just gonna keep it on pushing, because I still want to try. What is this? What's a step in the right direction? I think, honestly, when it comes down to this, like I said, there's a lot of confidence infused into this energy. There's a lot of reasoning. There's a lot of opportunity. And I feel like when someone suddenly decided to not close the door all the way, you figured out that if you were to go outside of that room, you will find that there will be a way out of that box mentality, that box thinking. Again, like I said, someone's been through some shit. You hear me? Like drinking wine from the water hose. It's crazy the things that I see in my head, but maybe someone's had you so messed up mentally, like that's pretty much how you were living, just with the lights off. Like, they blindsided you, groomed you, conditioned you, conditionally loved you, all because of whatever it is that they were trying to gain from you. And I feel, honestly, it could have been them trying to suck your energy, your good energy. And now you're coming back around to understanding that though you had a perspective and a structure prior, you have an understanding and a foundation now. And I'm going to tell you why. See? Proactive in the reverse, and what's holding you back. Again, someone saw the door open and they decided to go on by their business and try something different out. Now look, this is what we're gonna do. I want to try this what is it? Let me look it up for you. It is the messages from your Angels Oracle deck. Okay? I like these cards. I've been reading up on these cards too. So we're just going to pull maybe 3 cards. We're going to pull 3 cards. And we're going to move on to what I want to show you all. This is why I say what I say. I've already seen the ending of this. This is just me filling in the blanks for you all today. It's a really juicy and it's a really juicy reading today. So we just want to hurry up and try to get through this because I'm already at like 16 minutes, okay? All right, so the first one is Angel Isaiah. It is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. And it's a woman that's pregnant. So this is the time for you to get creative. And this is so crazy because I pulled I pulled the True Heart Intuitive Tarot off camera just to kind of give myself a leeway of understanding how these cards are going to play into these channel thought messages. And let me tell you, I was thinking only 5 cards came out. Nah, bitch, 6 came out and they all juicy. Who is this? Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So you are very aware of your strengths and balances, and you have to trust those. Isaiah and Athena is looking out for you. I feel like one is covering your front, one's covering your mental, and now we about to pull one to cover our spiritual being, the things that we can't see. She said it's okay for you to be powerful. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. And that is so beautiful that there is an angel looking at the water at sunset. That is beautiful. Okay, let me tell y'all something. This True Heart Intuitive Tarot, 6 cards pulled out. The first one was, let me move this out the way. The first one was the Ace of Swords. When I tell y'all decided to put y'all foot down and change y'all welcome mat to say someone does not live here, y'all not playing no games. The next card that came out was the King of Wands. When I tell you opportunities are coming and your boundaries are helping that happen and come into fruition for you, I'm not playing any games at all. And I give big ups, big respects to you. As a matter of fact, hold on, y'all. I only did pull 5 cards. I don't know why I saw 6. Maybe it's because, again, the yoga instructor is in the way. Okay, the third card I pulled was the Princess of Cups. Someone, you are very intuitive. You're very knowledgeable of what it is that you want to do. You're very aware of the energies that are around you. And even if there so happens to not be on the same equilibrium as yours, you're kind enough not to put yourself in a stressful situation. If you look at this card closer, this girl is on the beach. The background is the beach. It has like lilac and lavender in the background. It's very calm. It's very calm. It's very subtle. And she's at peace. She has what she needs and she's at peace. Look what's in her bag. She has everything. And last but not least, I pulled 5. You have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Now, mind you, like I said earlier, there's an investment that came from the abandonment, the fact of someone maybe misled you, misguided you, and so happens to just, fade out what it is you thought of yourself. The good in that is you've learned to grow stronger. And in growing stronger, let me show y'all what happens. Boom, bitch. You are very well off. There's a balance now. There's a balance of what you are going to tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate. And with you understanding that about yourself, which is a form of self-love and self-care, you're going to move forth into new opportunities that are going to help you be able to see that everything that you've gone through was to build you, it was to heal you, and it was to help you grow. Now, one more card before my camera cuts right back off. My fearless freedom lights up the world. And the Chariot card came out last. I can't make this up, y'all. You're on your way. So go ahead and manifest what you want to come out of this season of blessings, because it's going to be given to you. It's right there in front of you. So be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what resonates. And I will get back to y'all on our next channel thoughts message. Peace.